Good morning, fellow Bitcoiners, and welcome back to the Gentlemen of Crypto, episode 77. I am King.
And I'm Bitcoin Zay.
He is finally back.
Finally back, here to bridge the gap between the community and crypto. Back off a hiatus, been sick, under the weather still a little bit. Probably heard it in my voice. But glad to still be alive, because I felt dead for a couple days there. But it's all good. Being on the East Coast, what's up, Ariel? That cold ain't no joke.
Keep telling them. Hey, people be telling me to come back to the East Coast and Midwest. I'm like, not when it's cold.
Oh man,
it's not. That's not even an alternative. That doesn't happen for me. I'm in here at 77 in Cali, baby. We're not leaving
That's
this.
what I'm saying. As soon as I got off the plane, oh man, I was like, thank goodness for this warmth, because I haven't felt the sun in so long. What's up, P-Man Van?
What's going on, Ariel, Antonio, P-Man Van? Welcome all the folks on Facebook. We live on both Facebooks today. Again, if you're watching us on Facebook, highly suggest you subscribe to the YouTube at Kirby Crypto. We come on Facebook here and there. And starting next week, we'll probably be more on Periscope as well as YouTube than Facebook because of the audience. Just to keep it real. I mean,
gotta keep the audience.
There's more crypto people there. So, all right, let's go ahead and get started. First of all, for the free Bitcoin yesterday, or the day before, of course, we already called out the Hayden Vision. Don't think we paid you yet, so we'll get that to you today. But for the free Bitcoin today, again, yesterday, I asked out of the coins in the top 10, which will be the next one to crash and leave the top 10. And Justin Estrada, big shout out to Justin too. We work with Justin here and there, so. Justin said the prediction for him was stellar. He thinks that's going to drop off the top 10 and EOS is going to make it to the top 10. Yeah. So Justin, we'll send that free Bitcoin to you today. We agree with you. We think Stellar might be the next one up as well. So.
Yeah, and for those of you who haven't been around for a while, anytime Ripple goes up, Stellar always follows it because the same guy owns both. So he pre-mined.
Yeah, played twice, people. You don't even know it.
Yeah, exactly. So it's funny. It's like, yeah, he had Ripple. Pre-mined it, they did their thing, and then got Stellar and did the same thing, basically. So, yeah. What's up, Sergeant Crypto? Yeah, Tron is ridiculous right now.
Dimitri, Tony, Sergeant Crypto. Franklin Reyes, what's going on? Alex Daly. Hello, everybody. Hello.
Yep.
All right, so today, let's go ahead and get started. Crazy news. Speaking of Ripple, and this kind of just goes to show you how much Ripple that you think you actually earn or own, and how much Ripple the founders and CEOs and executives own. But the CEO of Ripple just broached the top 5 of the wealthiest people in the entire world on paper at what, like $59.9 billion?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Top 5 people in the world from Ripple, from their co-founder, because he owns, let's see, an astonishing 17+% of all Ripple coins. So,
yeah, it's all there.
Yeah, so, I mean, but I give it props again because it goes to show, we'll talk about this again in the show later today, but how we keep saying the Winklevoss twins will eventually eclipse Zuckerberg. They will be some of the wealthiest people in the world. Well, you got the guy who just started Ripple, 3 years ago or something?
Yeah.
Is now one of the top 5, or for a brief second was one of the top 5 wealthiest people in the entire world.
Yeah.
So, shout out to everybody who pumped Ripple this past week or two. He couldn't have done it without you. He needs to send you all checks, but you won't get them. So
man, he needs to send half the black community checks, because every single person I talk to asks me about Ripple. That's literally all people see is Ripple. They look at prices.
It's 25 cents. I can buy this. And
yeah, he should send a letter to our whole community to thank him for that. But once again, it's crypto. So we will see. In my opinion, we'll see trillionaires. You'll see billionaires for no reason. Of course, a few millionaires have already been made the past few months. So, I mean, this isn't surprising to me, but it is one of those things you want to keep an eye on, because it's kind of fleeting with those, I'm rich, but how will he get rich? He'll have to dump it somehow.
Have to dump it. He's going to have to dump it.
Or the people who have gotten rich will start to dump it. So, hey, buy at your own risk, but like I always tell people, Ripple is basically at a point now where it's straight up and down as far as the price, right? So if you think it's a good time to buy, I don't think so. I mean,
honestly, it kind of surprises me that people like that are still keeping their holdings in Ripple, whatever. Because if I shot up to, granted, there's different levels to it. All right, you're talking about the top 5 wealthiest people in the world. Sell it. Yeah. It's time to sell. Yeah. It's time to sell.
That's pretty much if you're in college and they're like, you're a top 5 pick, time to go.
Yeah, it's time to go pro. You know what I mean? It's time to go pro. So
yeah.
I mean, I would sell that, keep cash reserves and buy right back into crypto.
Yeah, and it's like somebody said, it's already started, which of course we already know that was gonna happen. But,
no, it's not going down. It can go up forever.
Yeah, it's gonna go up forever.
It can go up to 100.
Yeah, but let's see. When I log into Bitcoin,
we're about to talk about that.
We're about to talk about that in a second. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I guess we can jump right into it.
Somebody asks us, is that a safe? All right, so you may be new to our show, but we don't go against it too much. We really don't care because we're not into it. Mm-hmm. But we don't support Bitconnect. So asking us is California safe pick. We will have no clue to tell you that. Mm-hmm. Nor do we care. So let's go ahead. Let's get into it. Yeah. Texas regulators ordered Bitconnect to cease and desist as marketing securities.
Oh yeah.
And this is the second one they've done. They already did USI Tech about 3 weeks ago, a month or so ago. Mm-hmm. So now they're ordering cease and desist from Ripple operating in their state. What are your thoughts?
Well, in my opinion, I saw this coming a long time ago from a few of the things I saw in the UK where they talked about getting rid of Bitconnect and some of the scammy stuff going on with it. I've always told people not to use it, but I've always given people the option because I'm a big fan of letting adults fail. Yeah. I'm not one of those people that are like, oh man, stay safe in your investment.
Darwinism at its finest.
Yeah, exactly. I show you everything. That's what a free market is. Show you everything, and then you choose. But if it was me, with Bitconnect, I would stay away. But that Texas cease and desist letter, it's one of those things where I have mixed feelings. For one, I knew it was coming because it is a setup where they can call it security and then tell them not to do it. But at the same time, regulation at that level, at a state level, probably won't work against something where people internationally are using it, which is, I think most regulators are going to figure out when they start regulating a lot of these cryptocurrencies. They're going to say in our state, in our jurisdiction, and then people are going to say, well, in this jurisdiction, internationally it's fine, or nationally it's fine. So it's going to be a cluster for real, trying to regulate this stuff. I think this is just the start. But for Bitconnect people, if you're in it, you're already in it. So I'm
like 90% of people for some reason.
Yeah. I don't know what kind of marketing.
Fun fact, people. Again, and I see some of these. We know people who push the Bitconnect agenda. Plain and simply put, whether you believe in Bitconnect or not, whether you think it's a Ponzi scheme or not, Bitcoin and some of the other altcoins have outperformed Bitconnect this entire year. So it just makes no sense to type your money into Bitconnect for 6 months, a year, whatever plan you jump into. Mm-hmm. It makes no money to tie. It makes no sense to type your money with a group of people you don't know, with the algorithm you don't know about, with the paid out promotion wherever you don't know about.
Some of them just weird.
When you can diversify and buy some of these coins that are pumping like crazy, or go into Bitcoin, which did go from $980 to $19,000, $20,000 this year. It just makes no sense from an investment point of view.
Yeah.
So hopefully it isn't one, but again, I think it has all the characteristics of a Ponzi scheme or some type of scheme going on. You don't know who his executives are. You don't know anything about the company. And again, hope everybody gets out with their money, but if not, this is, again, Darwinism at its finest. You'll learn from this experience and go on to the next. Should they be regulated? Like you said, no.
Nah.
Let it happen.
Let it ride. And they have an ICO.
Yeah, let it ride.
They got an ICO January 9th.
Right.
So they pulling in more people.
Pull in more money. Yeah.
I just wouldn't trust somebody that got on. They had a guy get on stage, Bitconnect.
Right.
Like, no, I'm not dealing with that. And I seen the Bitconnect music video. It was so corny.
I was just about to say, so
oh my God.
P-Man Van makes a good point. And this is the reason why Bitconnect gets brand new people in the crypto. They don't get old people. The name of the game, people, is to hold on to your Bitcoin. Mm-hmm. Period. That is the name of this game right now. That's why they're pumping Ripple when it has to do with banks, institutions. Mm-hmm. They're pumping Bitcoin Cash. They're pumping everything else to take your money away from Bitcoin because they're still going to buy it. But they're pumping everything else, including Bitconnect. So again, it just makes no sense from an investment point of view. You can tell you're a new person when you get into it because if you have been in for more than 30 days before you made that $500,000 investment in Bitconnect, you will realize that it's better to just keep your Bitcoin. So that's that. But
yeah, that's the Wild West for you.
That is the Wild West. All right, let's see. Next up, though, Visa stopped service on European crypto cards.
Yeah, Bitconnect.
Bitconnect.
I watch that video at least once a week,
right?
Just to remind myself not to get into it. But yeah, the Visa has issued a statement that they will not support crypto cards in Europe. And in Europe, the companies that use it are CryptoPay and Bitwalla. And BitPay as well, but for non-U.S. residents. So this will affect them. But if you're in the U.S., you're okay right now, because I have seen, with regulation, they start one place and then they spread other places. And Antonio said your card declined. Yeah, they just kind of put it out. And Monaco, they said they had something with Visa. We're still waiting to see if that's actual real news. But so you can see some of these credit card companies, they're starting to see this is competition.
Pushing back. They like, this shit work for real?
Yeah, exactly. They're
like,
no.
We'll
let them have their
we
play
want
money.
This. No, we didn't want this now.
Yeah, and then now you got 10X, WireX.
Broaching $1 trillion.
Yep, and a lot of people will be affected because we, try to bridge the gap between the community and people. And one of the best ways is a credit card because that's what people know. That's what people can use. In the future, I think it'll be more technological. But for now, I can see the use case for it. So this will hurt a lot of people in the Bitcoin space who have these cards or were looking to get these cards in the European market. So we'll see what they do from here. But things have been banned before and then come back later because
it's business.
I mean, Coinbase was banned. They got kicked off the iOS platform, and now they're the #1 app on the iOS. So it's just one of those things that if it happens now, if you wait it out, usually you'll be all right.
But and that's my thing. What's going on, Crypto Key? That's one of my things with the regulations in general, which why we talked about this yesterday too, because people are trying to sue like Gigawatt or something. Or a couple days ago we talked about it. Mm-hmm. But in general, it's like right now it's all or nothing game, and I'd rather it be nothing. Yeah. Like no regulations, because with regulations it will come this overbearing nanny state of, and the worst part is you got the U.S. saying stuff, Europe saying stuff, Russia saying stuff, and all of these people. The one thing they have in common is this. None of them control the crypto domain. None of them control the crypto space. Yep. It belongs to the world, and they're trying to. And every time you listen to one of these nation states, every time you listen to a government, every time you listen to a bank, you're giving them power. They can't, because in this moment, they can't take it. Yep. They cannot take the power from you when it comes to crypto. So you're giving them power. And then again, we're going to see that again right here in the U.S. for tax season. We'll see what happens with a lot of stuff, but it's literally one of those things they can't control it. They don't own the space, but they're just trying to bully their ways in by using the same old rhetoric. And unfortunately, there's a lot of sheep out there listening to it. But that's crazy. So Europe is saying, or Visa is saying in Europe that you can't use these cards now. Mm-hmm. I mean, Visa's big enough, I think, to withstand what's coming. Mm-hmm. Maybe, but. Again, like you said, to them it's competition, and right now they're like, nope,
not today.
Partnership wasn't worth it.
Yeah, exactly. So, I ain't taking our money.
Yeah, so that's pretty good. Then to kind of go along with the whole regulatory thing, and again, we said yesterday, this is going to be the rhetoric. This is going to be the messaging for the next probably 2 months. You're going to hear nonstop regulatory talk because it's coming. Mm-hmm. As all these regulators come back, but 2 U.S. states issue warnings over cryptocurrency investments. It looked like Idaho and Alaska have both issued warnings over investing in crypto. Basically, same story, same FUD. I wouldn't even say FUD because they were kind of biased. They're just like, hey, this is a high risk investment. Be careful, blah blah blah. Don't put all your money into it. But the question, I saw one of the commenters on one of the main articles asked. He's like, well, what investment should we put our money into?
Yeah.
Like what is out there right now that is not risky at this point? The stock market, way overbought. So we're looking with problems with that. The American dollar, we just talked about that yesterday, might be dropping 10% this year.
Absolutely.
In valuation. Let's see, companies, are definitely inflated right now. You talk about Amazon, some of these companies who are worth multi-billions, almost, together broaching on trillions of dollars. Those are, risky. So what is not a risky investment at this point?
Yeah, I was going to say, all 17 people in Idaho were like, man, what are we supposed to do? Shout out to, if we got any Idaho.
Shout out to Idaho, man. Who's this guy?
Yeah, I was saying, I like potatoes. But it's that's one of those things, like we said before, they have to warn people that it's risky, but everything is risky. And in my opinion, if you aren't one of the elite class, you have a lot of money type people, you should take the risk. I honestly don't see what some people have to lose over the course of a year or two. If you put in a couple $100, that's what 1 weekend eating out, a couple days at the club, 1 pair of shoes. So as far as risk goes, if we really compare the risk, there's less risk in crypto because we're almost at the floor. We're just above the floor, so to say. But with stocks, like you said, way overbought. With precious metals,
I mean, come on.
You can make some return on investment, but how long?
15 years.
A decade, yeah. So, and if you don't have that much money, you can't really get into real estate yet. That's one of those things where when people talk about risk, it's like, yeah, to an extent, everything is risky, but not to the extent where you shouldn't get it. So I don't think we really care much about Alaska or Idaho.
Yeah, so Trill INC made a good point. Driving is risky these days. Again, people, everything's risky. The P-Man van, this is the biggest point. It's our money. We should be able to do what we want with it. Again, we have to start thinking as people worldwide. Money is not some type of privilege we have. Money is a human right. If you can, whatever you consider to be money, again, it doesn't even have to be crypto or dollars. If we were to start trading marbles right now and I become the wealthiest man in the world, you're going to buy marbles from me, period.
Yeah.
So money should just be a human right, natural right you're born with. And the fact that people are still getting pimped by these governments is ridiculous. And again, somebody put, the U.S. would take your taxes off of Bitcoin, but they won't even accept Bitcoin for tax purposes.
Yeah.
Like, how crazy is that? They want to tax Bitcoin, but if you were to try to send them Bitcoin to pay for your taxes, which would actually be so much easier, they won't even accept it. So, again, I mean, it's just ridiculous. Right now it's a regulation that isn't truly concrete. It is something that's just thrown about, and I think they're really hoping on the fact that the fear of people that people will go ahead and buy all these regulations in different states and countries. But I mean, the fact of the matter is, especially in the United States, where we get a new president, or the possibility of a new president every 4 years, it can change literally in a couple years, or at the end of this year it can change. And then next thing you know, you can give away 80% of your crypto holdings, and they're like, oh, well, we're not even taxing no more.
Yeah.
And you can't have this back.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's gonna be like, well, it's ours now. So, and we just saw, who is it? Is it Estonia? I think they have $3 billion worth of, or Bulgaria, sorry. They got $3 billion worth of Bitcoin sitting there, the government. So I'm pretty sure some of these other governments, when they start taxing it, they're gonna have it sitting in reserves. And since we've already seen some of these countries starting to say they're gonna put Bitcoin as the global currency reserve, I am not surprised.
Right, yeah, it's happening.
At all, yeah.
It's happening. So, I don't know, again, people, I wouldn't even, each his own. But a great point, somebody was, Antonio Williams was saying a lot of fake CPAs on YouTube spreading tax flood. Glad you said that. People, that is the next hustle that's coming. That's the next big scam. He is right. I'm starting to see as well. There are a lot of fake CPAs, fake tax accountants saying they can do your Bitcoin taxes for you. And they're probably just looking for a way to get your Bitcoin, or at least just looking for a way to send you to send them some money. So I'll be very cautious with that. Again, that makes sense for that to be the next scam, especially right now in the United States.
Yeah.
And again, these scams are sophisticated. So don't expect the regular, 16-year-old person with an accent calling you, asking you for money. No, they're getting so sophisticated now. Again, I can see somebody having a virtual tax office with an assistant working there, dumping $100,000 to the whole scam, because at the end of the day, if you can pull off $1 million, $2 million, it's worth it. So, again, even if it looks legit, do your due diligence. Contact state websites and stuff where you can type in the business name and see the address match up, the owners match up. Do 10 minutes of homework before you start putting your money into it. Or
scams coming, Crypto Key.
Or just buy the top this week and you won't have anything to worry about. So.
Oh yeah.
Either way, but yeah, I just want to go ahead and let everybody know about that. And let's see what we have. Oh man, Facebook CEO Mark Zuckerberg announced Thursday that he plans to study cryptocurrencies and other decentralizing technologies as part of a larger bid to improve the social networking service he co-founded. Thoughts on that?
Well, Zuckerberg is very smart. I will give him that. Just a little late because
a little late to the game, player.
Yeah, I mean, we've been saying it. Anybody that's been following us for months that has seen us talk about the fact that the Winklevoss twins, they're going to pass Mark Zuckerberg probably in value at some point. And the fact that he's turned his, I guess, company towards crypto now is it's actually good news. I mean, if at least to the broad scheme of what cryptocurrency is, so everybody can use it.
He's not a potential dinosaur. I think he'll be one.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Unfortunately, I don't really buy it. You know what I mean? Like this whole, I'm really trying to study cryptocurrency.
He's trying to figure out how to maintain.
He's trying to figure out how
share.
to make some money off of it, and that's what we've been saying is everybody that ignores it, they're not going to be able to stop it and regulate it. And if they do, it's going to take years and it's going to take forever. So what they're basically going to do is find a way to make money off of it. And I can guarantee you, if you log on to Facebook and they have an option to use their marketplace with Bitcoin, then that will push the price to whatever levels. Forget fib levels. We're talking about we're talking about a blow off top to to places we probably didn't think we'll see for a long time because everybody's on Facebook. Like I said, when my grandmother got on, I got off kind of.
Right.
Stopped using it as much, but that's just the point. It's 2 or 3 generations deep now. So it's good news, but I don't really trust the whole. I'm studying it to be better at it and try.
He's trying to protect his business. Again, we've already said the Winklevoss twins, the next 3 to 5 years, are going to probably overtake him in net worth.
Yeah. Facebook, ICO.
Yeah, I mean it's going to be ridiculous. Mm-hmm. So the comment on my Facebook, Earl asked me Zuckerberg. I guess I spelled it wrong. All right, what do you think? Come on, listen. If I spell something wrong or say something wrong, what aren't y'all understanding? This is what we do at 10 o'clock. I'm in basketball shorts right now. All right? I don't care. All right, I'm gonna say and spell whatever wrong I want.
We just get it out.
Yeah, we're getting that news out. Figure the rest out. We don't really care that much. So that's the answer. So please don't come with the spelling Nazis on me, people. I probably spell and mispronounce like half the things I say wrong every day. And I still am able to do very well professionally. So let's leave it there. But yeah, I'm with you. I think Zuckerberg, whatever his name is, he's just trying to protect his market share, which is a smart thing to do business-wise. Again, there's also the blockchain stimulus package we always talk about. Imagine if Facebook were to say, we're putting everything on the blockchain, and this is going to be now the blockchain Facebook website. I mean, it would shoot up in price because people have no clue what they're reading or talking about at this point. So, hey, kudos to him. And if he really is, let's say he does remember his roots and he does want to figure out a way to give back and everything and not spam everybody with Facebook Messenger 24/7, then maybe he will do the right thing and come up with the next big play for the crypto community. That remains to be seen, but
yeah,
who knows?
We'll see. But they still gotta adhere to KYC AML laws. So
so we'll see what happens.
All that decentralization talk is cool until the law shows up and they're like, you still gotta hand this stuff over. So we'll see.
Well, it's about and that's the part where it's about the companies fighting back too. Even looking at feudal times when landlords used to fight back with kings or wherever, and it's like, yeah, you have to put your foot down eventually, and right now it is on the businesses, the bigger businesses especially, dude. We've already seen Coinbase fold, and now they're even reminding people to fill out taxes. So we know what they're going to do next year when they're summoned for another 13 or 14,000, customer information and all that. So it's up to these businesses. You got Mark Zuckerberg, multi-billion dollars, he has the money to have that law team and legal team in place to say, nope, we're not giving you anything. We're going to press back. We're going to fight hard. Like Telegram.
Telegram said, no, we're not giving you.
Which is why people love them. So we'll see how that unfolds with them. But in addition to people jumping into the crypto game late to study and all that, we're going to talk about these crypto gurus that are out right now. We saw a new one, or not a new one, same old guy.
I see a new one every day. I mean,
right.
You got people starting paid groups, and they just...
They got people starting paid groups that's not even 30 days in the crypto. But hey, kudos to them from a business perspective. It's a free market. But yeah, I mean, if you watch YouTube at all, you'll see the spamming commercials from Ty Lopez.
And hey y'all,
oh my goodness, I hate it.
Oh my god.
As soon as I see the garage, I'm just like, and I can't click off for 5 seconds. It's terrible. Well, I accidentally let it run one time. I was like running around or doing something. I let it run. And now I guess they think I actually like watching it because they just keep playing it. They're gonna keep playing it. They say, oh, you watched the whole one before? Oh, okay, we're gonna So between Ty Lopez and James Altucher, and this is the reason why the story's out, or we're talking about today. So the story came out like Cointelegraph or something today where James Altucher said he's gonna make do an ICO to replace Coinbase. Again, I know he's about to get some people in this. All right, this was the same guy who said who started. The first time I heard of him actually was late last year when he started the rumor of Amazon coming Amazon accepting Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Which we saw that long, boring conference call that Amazon had, and they mentioned no such thing as Bitcoin. Yeah. But he literally came out and said it just to draw marketing up, draw interest up for his fund he was releasing. I'm not sure if he even have his fund still at this point or what.
Yeah, he got it now.
Does he have it?
BitZooming.
So BitZoomy, I'm not sure how well he does or any of that, but he's just another guy that has like nonstop YouTube videos. Now he's doing ICO. Again, this is one person within a span of 4 months doing an ICO, doing a fund, doing marketing, doing this and that. People, if you really trust this guy with 3 or 4 different projects in the space, he seems somewhat new. And of course, he's doing the whole get rich thing. Like, do you think you missed out on Bitcoin? Well, I can give you the next 4 Bitcoins that are coming. So, again, if that's for you, he has an ICO coming out to displace Coinbase. So,
absolutely.
Let's see.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Let's see. But that's about it today. Do we have anything else?
That's all for me. That's funny. ATL Capricorn.
You said, what's that?
You must be new here. I wear designer hoodies every show. What are you talking about? Yeah, I don't know what they talking about, but yeah, that's all for me for today.
Listen, people, sell the top, buy the dip, unless it's tax season, then do the flip. All right, for the free Bitcoin, what are we doing today?
For the free Bitcoin today, let's see. Didn't have anything ready for today right now. Let's see. If you believe that Bitconnect will be affected by the Texas cease and desist order, what other companies do you think can receive a cease and desist order right now and be shut down? Because I will explain to some people, there are coins who have developers, then there's companies. Like you have Ripple Labs, they have Ripple XRP, you have companies like Bitconnect, of course. So if they sent a cease and desist letter to any company, which one do you think they would send it to and it will actually work? We don't know if it'll work with Bitconnect, but if they send it to somebody, and why? Because you could say, hey, you pre-mined $1 billion to yourself, or you distributed unfairly during the ICO. So just put that in the comment with your public address and we'll send that free Bitcoin to you. So hopefully we won't see too many more cease and desist letters coming out, but if they are sent, which one do you think will be affected?
Someone just asked if you buy on Coinbase, will they give your info to the Canadian government? Again, at this point, I think it will, because I mean, they already gave it up to the U.S. government. So, and this is the first crack at them. So, wait till they come around for more. And Coinbase is doing even more successful, and they don't want that pressure on them. Yeah. They're gonna be like, here you go. So, I don't know. So you got the free Bitcoin stuff. We'll do that on Monday. Again, we owe 2 people still also, so we'll get that to you today. Other than that, have a great weekend, people. Happy trading. Again, I think by Monday or Tuesday, we'll have a better outlook on where we're at in the market, and we'll be able to go from there. So have a good one, and until next time.
Oh, yeah. Have a good one.
Cheers.